Hello, welcome to your Vinyasa Flow practice. My name is Tauni, and this class is going to be wrist-free, so no planks, no chaturangas, but it is still going to be a complete total body practice. We're going to begin in mountain pose, moving to the top of your mat, bringing your feet hip distance apart. Start to firm the muscles in the legs, feel that energy move up the body. Relax your shoulders down as the palms face forward. Now, if you feel comfortable, go ahead and close your eyes. Begin to lengthen your breath, both the inhale and the exhale. Bringing your attention and your focus to your body and your breath. Letting go of any distractions or anything that might be on your mind today. Let's set those things aside. Stay right here in this present moment. If you've closed your eyes, go ahead and open them. Reach your arms over your head, interlace the hands with the exception of the index fingers, cross the thumbs, and start to sway side to side as you lengthen out of your back, your side body. And then take another breath in, and as you exhale, lean it all the way over to the right. We're going to pause here, lengthen through the left side body. Extending back up, and again, just start to move side to side. Breath in, and then exhale over to the left. Reaching up, separate the hands, take them to your low back. A gentle back bend here as the hips gently press forward, the eyes turn up to the sky, heart lifts. Lifting up, start to separate your feet, maybe all the way to the edges of your mat or even further. We're going to do standing cow and cat. So we're going to turn our fingers in towards the inner thighs and start to move the spine. So we're going to bring an arch into the spine as you lift the tailbone. As you exhale, round it up. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Continue at your own pace. Starting to warm up all the muscles around the spine. Let's do that one more time. And this time, round the spine all the way up to standing, bringing the feet back in, hip distance apart. We're going to bend your knees, slide your hands down your thighs, hinge over, meet me in ragdoll. Maybe turning the head side to side, maybe cradling the elbows. Just start to feel an opening down the back side of the body. And once again, we're going to roll it up. Be sure you're pulling the belly muscles in as ab muscles are contracted. Mountain pose. Inhale, high mountain. Interlace the fingers, lean it over to the right. Lifting back up. Exhale to the left. Lifting up. Swan dive, forward fold. Lengthen your back, come into a half lift. Hands might be on the shin, on the floor, just flatten your back. And then fold. As you inhale, rise up strong with a flat back, arms over your head. Hands to heart as you bend your knees into chair pose. Again, inhale, lift, interlace those fingers, lean it over to the right. Coming back up, lean it over to the left. Standing tall, swan dive, forward fold. Half lift, lengthen your back. Forward fold. Inhale, rising up, high mountain. Hands to the heart center as you bend your knees, sit back into chair. Let's do that again, reaching up. Lateral bend over to the right. Lifting. Exhale, so a simple flow to awaken. Forward fold. Lengthen, half lift. Forward fold. Inhale, rising up. Hands to heart as you bend into chair. We're going to hold chair pose this time. Back nice and straight. Extend the arms up over the head. Now start to lean forward and sweep your arms to your sides, maybe a little higher than the back, and lift your heels for tippy toe chair. Find your balance. As you inhale, rise up to high mountain. As you exhale, go to tippy toe chair. Sweep the arms, lift the heels. Again, reaching up. Take your time. Tippy toe, find your balance. Continue. Last time. We hold in tippy toe chair. Our back is straight. We lengthen through the crown of the head. We're at a diagonal position. Bend your knees a little deeper. Dropping your heels, reach your arms up for chair pose. Begin to lift your left heel. Step back to warrior one. So front right knee is bent, back leg is strong, straight, shoulders over your hips. Straighten your forward leg, hinge over, pyramid pose. If you need to adjust your back foot to anchor that heel, do so. Begin to bend your right knee and shift your weight forward. Lifting the back leg, peel up into warrior three. So trying to create a T shape. Flex the lifted leg, the toes should be pointing down, hips level. Now bend into a low warrior three, just bending that right knee, hover for 5, 4. Step it all the way back, heel lifts, warrior lunge, open to warrior two, back heel down. Triangle pose, straightening the forward leg, lean it over. And maybe you choose to stay here, maybe you choose to add the extension. Experiment. Begin to lift up, reverse warrior, rebend into that right leg, reaching that right arm back. Straighten the legs, toes turn to the corners, sun goddess pose, bend both knees, sink down. We're gonna flow through this, so you're gonna reach up, exhale into sun. Good, 2 more times. Holding here. And let's see what happens if we lift both heels. This is just, again, we're just experimenting here, so you can always keep them down. Dropping the heels, rise up. Pivot to the back of your mat. Bend the left knee, back leg straight, high lunge. Rotate the palms forward and cactus your arms. Open the chest up, turn the gaze upward. And then taking the hands down to the mat into a nice low lunge. Standing split. Lifting that back leg. So you're gonna have options here. You can keep the fingertips on the floor for support, or maybe wrap them around the standing leg. Start to bend both knees. Cross that right leg behind the left. Work your way to have a seat on your mat. Reaching that right arm up. Twist over that left shoulder. Untwisting, right back to standing split. Lifting that back leg. Then reach it back for the back of your mat into a high lunge. Reaching up, hands to prayer, coming into your revolved twisting lunge. Untwist, arms over the head. Big step forward, chair pose. So again, back nice and straight. Begin to lift the right heel. Step back to warrior one. Pyramid pose, straightening the legs. Again, make any shift you need to anchor that back heel and level the hips. Bring your eyes forward, bend into that left knee. Hands walk forward, back leg lifts. Warrior three. Low warrior three by simply bending the left knee and hold it. Shaking's allowed, I'm shaking everywhere. Hold it, hold it. Step it all the way back, warrior two. Triangle pose. Reverse warrior, rebending into that left knee, left arm reaches up and back. Lifting out of the pose, turning to the long edge of your mat, sun goddess, and start to flow. Reach up, exhale down. No rush, nice long deep breaths, matching breath and movement. Hold the pose, maybe balance it by lifting the heels and sinking a little deeper. Rising up, high lunge to the front of the mat. Rotate the palms forward as you cactus your arms, adding that beautiful back bend. Taking the hands down to the mat, standing split. Finding balance. Fingertips to the mat as you start to bend both knees, lower the body. That right leg is crossed in front of the left. Arm reaches up, twist over that right shoulder. Untwist, hands to the mat, back to standing split. Reach that foot back. We're going back into that high lunge. Hands to heart center, lean forward, twisting prayer. Back to that high lunge. Back foot steps forward, chair pose. Heel toe the feet and knees together. Hands to heart, sink a little deeper. Beautiful, rise it up. Moving into our yogi squat of Malasana, hands at the heart center, toes turned out, begin to drop the hips. Sink low, bring the elbows to the inner thighs. Now you're welcome to stay here, or what happens if we extend the arms up, back stays straight, rise up for 3 count. 3, 2, 1, back down. 4, 3, 2, 1, back up. 3, 2, 1, and down. Last time, up, 2, 3, and down. Hands come back to the heart center, sink maybe a little deeper. And then shift your weight forward, meet me in a seated position on your mat. Boat pose, so find your sits bones, lean it back. Shins parallel, or maybe you extend up. Find your pose. Hands come to the shins, roll it down. Knees over hips, interlace the hands, yogi bicycle, right elbow, left knee, and twist, twist. Continue. Nice and slow. One more each side. Knees to chest. Placing the feet on the floor. Arms at your sides. Lift up into bridge pose. As you lower the hips, reach your arms over the head. And lift, arms come back to your sides. Lower nice and slow, arms over the head. Continue. Press up. Lower arms and reach. 2 more. This last one, we're going to hold our bridge, walk your shoulders together and down the back, binding your hands if that is an option for you. Continue to press the hips up. Releasing from the pose. Figure 4 stretch. You're going to cross the right ankle above the left knee, grab behind the left thigh, keeping that right foot flexed and that right knee away from you. Now straighten the left leg up. Release your grip. Lift the shoulders up, squeeze. So the ab muscles are nice and contracted, belly down. From here, can you start to rock? And rock all the way up. And take that right foot to the inner thigh, sit it up tall, one leg fold. Sit up, bend both knees. Arms reach forward, roll down. Slow. Once you're down, left ankle above right knee. Straighten the right leg. Releasing the grip, lift your shoulders, lift the arms up, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Take a few rocks and come all the way up. Have a seat, left foot to the inner thigh. I think that's fun. Just get up to a seated position however you need to. Hinge it over, one leg fold. Rise up. This time legs are extended rather than bent. We're going to roll it down, same nice and slow. Abs scoop in. Right knee to chest. And spine twist, drop it across. Turn your gaze to look down that right arm. Switching sides. Left knee pulls in and twist. Bring it to your back, extend both legs up into the air, waterfall pose. Flex your feet. Start to drop the legs. We're going to go down for 10 count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, squeeze, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Savasana, let it all go. Close your eyes. As the legs relax, the feet drop away from each other. The mind starts to wander, just focus on the breath. Inhaling and exhale. I'll be back with you in just a moment. Take an awakening breath in, start to bring movement back into the body. Let's take a full body stretch, arms reach over the head, point the toes, lengthen the legs. And then bring the knees in, roll to your side into a resting position. I'm grateful for our bodies and for our time on the mat. And whatever else it is you're thankful for today, acknowledge that, and then come on up to have a seat. You did beautifully. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice. Let's bring our hands to the heart center, and from my heart to yours, namaste. Thanks again, and I hope you have a blessed day.